There are so many sounds in English. Many of these sounds are different from your native language, and some of these sounds don't exist in your native language. Also, many English sounds are very similar to each other. Think about the small yet huge difference between beat, bit, bet, bat. Say these words a few times to yourself now. Did your pronunciation of each word sound different? If not, then how would you feel if other English speakers didn't know which of these words you said? Instead of trying to make a bet, maybe they thought you were trying to make a bat. I feel your pain. And that's why, in this video series about English pronunciation, you and I will work together to improve your pronunciation and make sure you never end up in this kind of situation. Welcome to my channel, Linguistics Tube. My name is James, and I am an English teacher. On my channel, you will find videos about learning English, as well as more scientific videos about linguistics and psychology, and more general academic topics, such as study skills, conducting research, and writing academic articles. I have a question for you to think about now. How would you feel if an English speaker didn't understand what you said? You would probably feel embarrassed, because you have learned English for many years and you have worked very hard. So I assume that you would feel ashamed if native speakers could not understand you. If a native speaker doesn't understand you, then one of the reasons might be the accuracy of your pronunciation. If you are not saying each sound correctly, then other speakers might find it difficult to understand you. This is why, in Chapter 1 of this video series, we will explore how making your pronunciation more accurate will take your pronunciation to the next level. We will explore all the sounds of English in detail and focus on those sounds which Chinese learners of English find the most difficult. So, let's get started. There are two main groups of sounds, consonants and vowels. There is one big difference between them. When we say a vowel, nothing in the mouth blocks or limits the flow of air as it comes from your throat and out your mouth. Therefore, the air flows freely. Of course, we can change the shape of the mouth and the position of the tongue to create different vowels by shaping them into different sounds, but the air still flows freely. For example, E, R, O, U, On the other hand, in order to make a consonant, we must block, or at least limit, the air as it comes out of our mouth. In other words, we must reduce the amount of available space for the air to come out of our mouth. Think about sounds like p. To make this sound, we need to close our mouth and put our lips together, and then quickly open our mouth for the air to suddenly come out again. Another example is v, which is made by putting our upper teeth and lower lip together. Here, the amount of space that the air has to flow out of the mouth is limited, because it must get through the small space between our upper teeth and lower lip. Now, please answer these questions. Please pause the video while you decide, and continue when you are ready. Here are the answers. Let's now look at 4 pairs of words. Pen, ben. Ten, den. Need, lead. Weed, read. You can hear that, in each pair, there is one difference between each word. What is the difference? If you need time to think about it, pause the video now. I'm sure you noticed that, in each word, one sound is different. The difference is the first consonant. Each word is a different word with a different meaning. These are what we call minimal pairs. A minimal pair is a pair of words which differ by only one sound. Because they are 2 different words, they have different meaning. We use minimal pairs to decide whether 2 sounds are phonemes. So, what is a phoneme? Very simply, a phoneme is a sound. In our next episode, you will learn that there are 43 consonants and vowels in English. These are all phonemes. However, not every sound that we use when we speak is a phoneme. A sound is a phoneme if, when you change the phoneme in a word, the word becomes a different word. For example, if I changed the sound n in need to ul, then the word becomes lead. Lead is a different word from need, so these 2 sounds are phonemes, and these 2 words are minimal pairs. Please answer these questions. Please pause the video while you decide, and continue when you have finished. Here are the answers. One reason that studying pronunciation is difficult is that some speakers easily develop a native-like accent, whereas others, no matter how hard they try, still have a very local, heavy accent. If you think you are the second type of learner, then don't worry. All is not lost, because you can still learn many skills which can improve your accent and make you much easier to understand. With this in mind, I have designed this video series to be as straightforward, yet as detailed as possible. So, I will explain everything in lots of detail, but there will also be lots of difficult concepts and terms. Therefore, if you are here for a practical reason, such as you simply want to be understood by native speakers, or if you are here for an academic reason, in other words, because you are interested in the science of English pronunciation, then you are in the right place. In conclusion, I hope that my videos will contain something for everyone, and that every one of you has the opportunity to improve. This video course is divided into 3 chapters. In Chapter 1, called Accurate Pronunciation, we will explore all the sounds of English, especially those which are difficult for learners. Knowing exactly how to pronounce these sounds will help to increase the accuracy of your pronunciation. In the next chapter, called Fluent Pronunciation, we will learn about and practice aspects of pronunciation that will increase your fluency, such as understanding how the rhythm of English works. Finally, in Chapter 3, called Natural Pronunciation, you will see the importance of intonation for making your English speech as natural as possible. With accurate, fluent, and natural speech, your English will be at a much higher level. This is the end of episode 1 in chapter 1. In episode 2, I will focus on making your pronunciation as accurate as possible. Thank you for watching.